When you were younger, would you say that you were a criminal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, for sure.
Yes. Because I'm going in stealing.
Right.
I'm stealing. This don't belong to me. I'm stealing. In certain countries, you get your hands cut off for stealing.
Did you feel like it was wrong?
No, I'm hungry. When that milk truck sitting out there and that man that went in there to take the milk in there, and I ain't sneaking there and get this milk, Mama and them said if you get caught, you're going to get your ass tore up. When that minor bread truck sitting over there and ain't that man that went up there and I done watched him going there and I think I know how long he going to be in there and I run in there and grab them cinnamon rolls and get them cinnamon rolls and take them off. I was hungry.
My question was going to be, is there somebody teaching you like, hey, don't do crimes against us. Go do it over there.
No, I know about my daddy. My daddy said, you don't steal on this side. You don't take nothing on this side. You go over there and take.
You know what year your dad was born?
Do I know what year he was born? No, I forgot what year he was born, but my mama was born in 1920s. Now, I think my daddy might have been a year or 2 years older than my mama.
Okay, so it's fair to say 20s or late teens of 19.
Yeah.
So
and then he's always taught me if I'm going to get a job, work on a job where if the man paying me $20, I can steal 30 and he don't catch me. Get something he got in there, I can sell it. I had to go to work.
That's interesting. Now I'm more so thinking about it from your dad's perspective. Like, you can only imagine how he grew up in the 20s. Back then, did you not like white people?
I have never, ever said dislike white peoples or like white peoples. I learned what my peoples told me about the white peoples. I played with the white people. I played with white kids. I've been around white kids. You just got some that they mamas and daddies said no. And some mamas and daddies said yeah. My grandmother worked for a rich white family. And I got a chance to play with their little boy. So, I hate what hate me. I know a redneck hate me, but I don't like this redneck. I know I got to put this redneck to sleep because this redneck going to put me to sleep. I can look at you and tell what type of person you are. And if you got hate, I try to stay away from you, period. Because I don't want you to do me, neither do I want to have to do you.
Prior to integration, had you ever personally had any encounters with white people to where they were maybe saying something hateful to you or doing something hateful to you? Or maybe somebody else? Did you ever see it like?
I learned this coming out of my family. What you say out of your mouth, I try to pay you no mind. It's your actions coming towards me. When you come towards me, then you got a problem. But I try to pay your mouth no mind. Like, it don't bother me if you call me a... It don't bother me if you call me a ass or a hoe. That don't bother me. That's your mouth. That's what you feel like you want to say out your mouth. I don't let... Mama said, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words ain't nothing. So I learned to pay words no mind. Now, if you violent, I learned to pay people's... It's hard to get me. The only way you can get me is put your hands on me or let me know you're kind of evil. I come up with too much love to let you get me with bullshit. I learned to avoid you. If I know you're ignorant, you're ignorant. I know you're ignorant, I'm ignorant too. I already know what's going to happen, so I learned to kind of avoid you. That's just like if I got a place of business and I know you're a damn fool and you just going to act a damn fool, you can't come to my place. Because I don't want to hurt you, neither do I want you to hurt me.
So let me ask you this. There's a guy by the name of Dr. Umar Johnson. He's building a school. He's what you call a Pan-Africanist. Do you know what Pan-Africanism is?
Mm-mm.
It's the idea of global African unification. So, for instance, I know you classify our race as right. We're created here in the United States. Right. He would tell you, no, you are African. Do you think that we are should be considered Africans?
The blacks that was born in America is not nowhere near like the black that's born in Africa. Because the African that's born in Africa is born up under a culture. If he's a Kenyatta, he's a Kenyatta. If he's a Nigerian, he's a Nigerian. Might be South, East, West Nigerian, but they the same. If you're South Africa, you're Zulu. In America, we ain't nowhere near. We might be the blood of African descent. We might that might be where our ancestors come from in our blood, but we are Americans. We ain't Africans. We're African Americans, maybe that's what people want to call us. You know, they call us all of that. But we have no knowledge of Africa. Neither do our Nigerians say we white boys. Nigerians don't even with us. Our Nigerians say we white boys, we white. They consider us white, and we are considered white. We ain't got nobody's culture but the white culture. We don't with Kwanzaa. Some of us with Islamic. But as far as the majority of us, we black Americans. You can't be no nigga. Ain't no more. You're Negro, Afro-American, just black, or hip-hop, or do not exist no more. Those was our ancestors that got beat. That's a word. Of our ancestors got abused, done bad. We come from those was that our ancestors, our grandmas and things like that. That's what the white man called them peoples, and them peoples worked hard over here. They had to hold their heads down when they see white folks. They couldn't talk back to white folks. They couldn't do nothing. The Negro can kind of look him in his eye a little bit and hold his head to the side and everything, but he don't look him directly in his eyes. So that African over there trying to diagnose what we are, that's his diagnosis. That's his business. But he can't put nothing in Africa in my mind. I was in America. I'm a black American with no knowledge of what my tribe, my mama and them kind of Indian. I think my daddy, he so motherfucking slick. I think he got German in him because he'll bump you and get your money and could speak like a and kept him a knife, a good sharp knife, and he gonna jig that in you if you bother him. But if you don't bother him, he's not gonna bother you.
Let me ask you this: What would you say I fall under as far as just black, Negro?
I don't know your bloodline.
Okay.
You know your bloodline. You know your great. And I come from my mama's mama, and my dad and his mama. Well, my dad and mama all black. My dad is the mystery in my family. My mama and my grandma and them, they black and Indian, African and Indian, I guess. Wherever we come from the beginning. Wherever we come from the beginning, we come off that boat. When we got off that boat, and our ancestors got off that boat, and here we are today. I don't argue with that. Michelle Obama can't tell you what tribe she from. Obama can tell you where his dad is from. His dad is from Kenyatta, but his mama was St. Louis or somewhere. St. Louis born up there somewhere, and then they went to Hawaii. And when she went to Hawaii and went to Hawaii University, and she met Obama's daddy. He's an African. It's the difference between an African and a black American. Period. The black American is not gonna buck that white boy. Period. The African gonna buck that white boy because he got a culture.
He know who he is.
We don't have a culture. You know your bloodline. Your bloodline is who you are. So, and some of us don't know our bloodline, so that's really why we're so confused and mentally ill. We got to be mentally ill. Ain't no way around it. Look how we act. My mother that raised me, that taught me, that wanted me to be what you said I could do.
Yeah.
That's what my grandmother wanted me to be. That's what she groomed me to be. When I go to my granny's house, I got to be like that, and I got to be in that book, and I got to fool with that book. And when I tried to tell her it was another book, she told me, get out of here. I don't want to hear about that. And I got to do what Granny said do. I had to get out of there. I couldn't tell her about that other book. She don't want to hear about that book. She just wanted to hear about that one particular book there that done been passed down to us.